And hello, fellow raiders. Welcome to another raid video. I hope everything is going well where you are. And as you know, it is a 2x summon weekend. We are not summoning, but some of you will probably be doing so for Harima. And it's 2x Ancients, which is a pretty good time to summon, but supposedly they might be doing a guaranteed champion for 200 of these, so anyway, I like to hold out for guarantees because I've been disappointed too many times. As far as other things going on in the game, we were successful in acquiring. No, not Trenda, but another very beautiful champion, Owella. Even managed to pull her and one of the epics today to get credit for the champion chase. So I got a few anniversary points. No big deal, just to end the fusion with a little bit more rewards. Beautiful champion. I am already running her through Minnow for masteries. I guess I just started. So she is in the pipeline, but the champion training events for this tournament or for this fusion, I was surprised at how low they were. I thought they were going to go up to the 8,000 plus mark, like they've been doing for other champion or other fusions that have been quite exhausting and draining, but it was not that bad. And I have kind of a cast of 5-star 50s ready to go for future training events. Probably hanging on for the next fusion. But today's video, I thought I'd just talk about my daily raid routine because it does seem to differ from what other content creators have been doing. And if you've been looking at the channel for a while, you probably notice I don't really spend my gems hardly ever. They keep going up, so how do I do that? And I really haven't had any problems with the fusion. Even though the fusion, what did get more difficult was the energy requirements for dungeon divers. Dungeon divers is taking a ton of energy, and I still did it without spending any gems. Well, I could have, but I did not. So what do I do every day during a fusion and even between fusions to just kind of keep pace with the raid? So my first tip I would say is that if you are playing around time of reset, and for me reset is about 4 o'clock. First thing I do around reset is I start my clan boss key. I start my clan boss key about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before reset, and so that the fighting is happening, or the reset is happening while the fight is going on. And then once the fight ends, it is now after reset, and the key counts for that new reset. And as I come out of doing clan boss, next thing I usually do is I go and I take care of Iron Twins. I have a team that's like 99%. Every once in a while it'll fail on Force Affinity because it's mostly a magic team, but it does pretty well otherwise. And then from the Iron Twins, having spent pretty much any energy you might have capped out on, you go do your non-energy activities, so things like Classic Arena and 3v3 Arena. In 3v3 Arena, I want to point out that I buy Bruise, I buy Substat Charm, and I buy the accessory every day. Bruise because training has been such a huge pain in this game, and doing everything in the tavern makes it a lot faster. The Subset Charm is for being able to actually have enough charms of a specific type when you're forging gear. So if you want the fatal gear with attack, you might need attack charms. This does give you random charms. Clan Shop does have specific ones sometimes, but This just helps me stock up on charms to when I want to forge a bunch of gear. And then you never know if you get a good accessory or not. Aside from that, I buy the shards and I buy the energy. And that's it. And I'm sitting on a fair number of gold bars. Every once in a while, I will also pick up a Lego book. For rank charms, I almost never have to buy rarity charms because usually the game is giving us enough charms for rarity, but not rank. After that, usually 3v3 gives you keys for faction wars, so do your faction wars. Remember to keep a rare in each faction, and I have a video on some of my thoughts on what rare you should keep around for each faction, because the quests every day require that. Then you hit the Doom Tower, make sure you use all your keys or climb as high as you can. Doom Tower currently is finished for me, so done. Resets tomorrow. After that, reminder to make sure you grab your daily rewards, your daily login, and they give you usually a pack that has energy every third day, I think, every other day. And then some charms and some gold the other day. I highly recommend saving all of your energy ones. The last fusion kind of cleaned out my reserves of energy, so like I said, the Dungeon Divers was more expensive than I've been accustomed to, but I had enough of these gifts sitting around to get through the event. I suggest stockpiling those between fusions, just leave them there until you need them. Then I also say you have to check the Forge Pass, because sometimes the Forge Pass just makes you do funny things. Then there's the usual summon 3 champions and then brew one. I recommend using whatever brew you have the most of. So recently I've been coming in here, selecting a champion, and just popping a void brew because I've got so many void brews. I actually ran through many void brews just to level up spirit champions, just because we get even distribution of brews, but not even distribution of champion types. And then this is probably the part where I do something weird / different than everyone else. There's usually a quest to do campaign boss or run a stage 7 times. And I sync this quest with another pair of monthly quests, claiming the reward for completing all quests. So basically this is do 30 days worth of quests, and this is win 500 campaign battles. So if you have to run 500 campaign battles in 30 days, that is 16, 17 a day. So my approach to this is to go in and I will run 3. If I have to run 3 boss battles, I will do 12-7, run 3 there. But then I'll do the rest in 12-3 on normal for 4 energy each. I think I just don't value the XP and gold from running higher stage, or silver, excuse me. The XP and silver from running a higher stage, I think that's relatively wasted. XP I have a very low value for, because Sparring Pit exists during a non-fusion or not event. And inside of a fusion / event / training, I just use the tavern and plop through all these brews, because when else are you going to use them? So that is how I keep pace with keeping these 2 in sync. 16 campaign battles on normal, and 16 for 30 days is 480, so that's 20 off. Every once in a while I do 17, that's why the number fluctuates a little bit here and there, or I forget that the Forge Pass is a thing, and Forge Pass throws me a curveball of grade level champions and spirit champions, which I forgot to do today, so I did a couple extra. But I take the energy saved from that, and I would rather put that anywhere else, such as Minotaur or whatnot. But that is what I do to run campaign on normal, just to save the energy. And then once you've done all your daily quests, which I think I've covered pretty much everything, you summon 3 times a day. After 5 days, you have to do a single 10 pool of mystery shards, and that completes your summon 25. Monthlies, these two are the only tricky ones. Advanced quests, you have to hit the dungeon 3 times, not a big deal. Sell some artifacts, not a big deal. Most of these are do the thing it says. Once you have gone through all the checklists of marking off everything you've done, then the question is, what do you do with your remaining energy? Because you have energy from your daily, you have energy from the game just running, you might have energy from the daily login. That's when you put it into your fusion, into your event, into your whatever is actually going on currently that you want to do. Fire Knight, I stopped here because I was farming Fire Knight for fusion training event anyway, so I double dipped. And if the Titan event is still going on, so I'm not really doing that. But outside of a fusion, my recommendation is to do things that you will not do during a fusion. So notably that is Minotaur. I run Minotaur probably more often than not outside of a fusion. And then the next one is going to be Sand Devil, because there's just no event for Sand Devil. But when you have spare cycles outside of things you aren't actually trying to do, I recommend those 2 dungeons for now, unless something changes. If you are not in a place in the game where you need either of those dungeons, then you can farm whatever set you need. You need raw silver, farm spider. You need some good savage gear, fire knight, speed gear, farm dragon. Ice column might be resist and reflex gear, but the biggest problem with ice columns is that it's just very low silver per energy. The gear set really has to be what you're after. And that's it. You kind of just make progress based off of what energy you have left. Outside of fusion events, or I should say fusion timeframes, I never really do trainings. I don't spend any of the brews. I just let them pile up because I found fusion training events very draining historically. And then you kind of pick and choose what rewards you want. So there's a spider event coming up tomorrow. Do I want spider? Maybe. I'll look at the rewards and I might spend some energy on it to get whatever easy pickings are. But once I do that, I'll go back to farming. For now, Minotaur for scrolls because I want to get OL ready to be on a team doing something. She might go into my twins team, Iron Twins, just so that I can move Godseeker over into a Necropolis team. The Ninja Godseeker combo, perhaps. At least that's what I'm thinking. Also working on Harkin because she's the only debuff spread champion I have on the account, and I think I'd like to have one of those in my arsenal if I need it. I'm wondering if you can do a bomb spreading attack. Or an astrolith, right? Astrolith throws up the unresistible bombs. Harkin spreads the bombs. They all explode. And that would be funny. So that's my daily raid routine. We'll end it on a 10 pull of souls, as I usually do, because I only like to pull 10 at a time, because I'm a little bit OCD, and it's a little more entertaining for you and for me. Of course, we're probably gonna get nothing that we want. Look at this. All of these terrible epics. Ooh, wait. Ooh, Shamel. Good. Doomlord. Good. Hey. Hey. That's two pretty decent. Clara. That's two pretty decent pulls right there. 3-star Tomb Lord. Yes, we will take that. I don't even know what blessing I'd put on them, but sure, let's go for that. And my one and only Shemael gets a 2-star. Other than that, I have to clean out this out for next time because I don't like the system. I don't even know what blessing I put on there. Anyway, hopefully you got your Oella fusion completed if you're going for it. If not, hopefully you got the epic at least. And I will catch you guys next time.